Okay, so we did prairie.
Temperate grassland, prairie, yeah. So,
Okay.
alright.
So teach, I got a lot of questions about science, like what is a prairie and how to define it. Can you help me with this? I know I'm kind of dull.
Now son, you're trying, your mind just ain't full.
So what is a prairie and where is it found?
Truth is, kid, these biomes are found all around, in the Dakotas, Idaho, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, and Colorado. Prairies are places where wildlife roam. Mostly landlocked, so there ain't no sea foam. Covered in grass, these places are green.
Is it warm? Is it cold? How could it be seen? How will it change over time of the year? The seasons, are they all like here?
The seasons are temperate, just a little bit warmer, and I should know this, son, because I was a former meteorologist for the station News Channel 5, so the temperatures allow for all the plants to thrive. The seasons, of course, are all similar to here. Some are a tad drier, like winter, you hear? The other three, which are generally the same, spring is a tad wetter, yet the wind still stays tame.
Map. What about the animals? Those are really amazing. How do they live somewhere so empty? It's crazy. Like, where do they get their food source from?
They're omnivores, kid. Are you really that dumb?
My mom says I'm smart, just in my own way. Stop bullying me. I'm trying, okay? So where do they live? There ain't no trees around.
You're wrong again, kid, because they live in the ground. See, animals like prairie dogs make burrows and such, and those are incredible systems, I'll tell you this much. Oh, where did I leave off? Oh, all of those burrow systems are all intertwined by some other little system that work just like subway lines. These prairie dogs have made some incredible housing, so wouldn't you agree that their systems are housing?
Well, that's cool. I like their prairie dogs. What other animals live there? Are there any hogs? From all these new notes, I'm getting tired of writing.
No hogs live there, son, but there are plenty of bison. At this point, you just might be just like a little tad frightened because your little mind is like the raw says Mike Tyson, but here I am just igniting your mind's fire is lighting the way straight into your future, so you just keep on writing. So when your mind is lighting, so while we just keep on fighting, your mind just can't understand these points and kindly highlight.
Ah! This is hurting my noggin. Can you move on to something else because I'm done with your talking?
Alright, so here's plants. So, that's bison. One of the most common plants is grasses because they're all found in the masses because there's plenty of grass and sun. You don't need glasses because when you're knocked on your bottom, you go as slow as molasses and you will slowly surpass it into your grade finally passes some criteria for your classes.
Whoa, Teach. You're going too fast. How do you expect all this information to last? Like the plants and the animals, it's all too difficult.
There's also fungi, but it might make your head tilt.
Fungi's easy, there's no need for teasing, but if you're believing and ready for reading, then what fungi are and how you might be breeding, your eyes will be bleeding with readings exceeding these limits misleading by greater when meeting all the requirements that are proceeding. Although I might know, like I know a thing or two, about fungi, could you give me a quick run through?
Nice try with the fungi, I will not lie, it'll take a while till you fully understand why you cannot buy when you run a blind, bone dry, bullseye, it'll take a lesson that you're not shy. Look at this guy, they're a running guy, living in the prairie, very scared, just waiting for all the friends to die. There, even wasn't no one others understand why, but the one thing nutrients they don't understand why.
Whoa, it's some incredible stuff. The animals that love plants that duff and fungi, I honestly can't get enough. So on to more important other stuff really. Do prairies house any endangered species? Like what are the animals and how will we know what humans are doing to make them all go?
If by go, little man, you mean go extinct, then props to you, kid, because I like how you think. There are plenty of them, like the Blackfoot ferret. Many animals try to kill it and refuse to spare it. Also, there is another called the peregrine falcon, fastest bird in the world. How about that one? Endangered species are all around, some in the air and some on the ground. If you think about it, then it's really too bad because it makes animal lovers like you and me sad.
It's true, teacher. I love those animals, but we can't mess with them because we're too mechanical. We end up ruining their environments more. So what about it, teacher? Got some new law?
One of the main threats is global warming, which of course really sucks because there are a couple others forming. The areas of wildlife are quickly decreasing because of rural agriculture and the space that it's needing. Farmers are just taking more and more land, and if you ask me, well, I'm not a fan. These animals need their own places to live, and these stupid farmers don't have two craps to give.
Teacher, why do you know so much about prairies? It's kind of scary.
Look, kid, all these thoughts I must marry, and you should be merry about my knowledge, but on the contrary.
You don't seem to understand the point I'm getting across. The thoughts to cross just because you feel like a boss.
Lost in the sauce, because all these facts are merely gloss. You're just too dumb to understand your mind of an albatross.
I don't know what an albatross is, but that was mids. I'm a kid, and you, my friend, you got no lid.
I'm a whiz, kid. You want a quiz? Because it is what it is. Indeed it is. Some pros even saying ready for showbiz.
Dang it, you just keep blabbering on and rambling on. I've been thinking about the other route that we can finally take out to shout, if you know what I'm talking about.
Alright, kid, you're getting me pissed, so it's time for you to go. Class dismissed.